let's wrap up today's video learning episode here. We're out of the New Science of Physical Health Lab. I am back on location. A location where? Like my kitchen? What am I doing there? Because if you know the channel, I start off at a location doing physical activity, and I do the New Science of Physical Health Lab in the middle of the channel, and then I do, at the end of it, I'm on location somewhere else, usually on a different day, recording for the conclusion, doing some other correct dose of physical activity for me. And here I am, I'm going, how can I possibly be on location doing physical activity? Right behind me there, on the floor, you can see a step-up block. And this is what I do. I did 4 minutes up and down at a very high intensity, one that I'm used to when it's high and I can do it. It's uncomfortable to a point, but it really incrementally drives up my VO₂ max. So I go for 4 minutes, sit down for 4 minutes. Over in another part of the house, I've got a beautiful comfy chair, sit down there for 4 minutes, come back and go again for 4 minutes. Sit down for 4 minutes, come back and go again. I do that 5 or 6 times. It doesn't take too long, but it really does incrementally over. It's the winter time, it's cold here. Tonight, I don't know what we got, we're about 5 degrees Celsius, so right here in the heart of the winter. Mate, if you live somewhere in the snow country, 5 degrees Celsius, I don't know what that is, 15 degrees Fahrenheit, that's not cold. Not freezing cold, but it's cold enough for us here in Australia, that's for sure. And behind me is the kitchen. If you zoom in on your video, you can see a jar of us. For all of my listeners and viewers outside of Australia, you can see a jar of Australian Vegemite. It's a spread that we have down here. We put on our bread and our toast, and we love Vegemite. I'm not sure it's an acquired taste for a lot of people outside of Australia, but we grew up eating it. So I've just finished the correct dose of physical activity. I want to wrap up this particular video learning episode. I want to finish off by talking about, and I introduced to you earlier on, a concept called longevity builders at the very start on the other location that I was at the start of this video episode. I looked at Dr. Peter Attia, who calls the last 10 years of your life, whatever decade that is, your marginal decade. And he says he teaches people to exercise for their marginal decade. It's an interesting concept, but I'm a teacher, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a health and physical education teacher. And for me, it's so far off, it's hard to imagine that, that's the reason I'm exercising today, because it's a long way off. Maybe less for me than it is for you. If you're younger than 59, I'm nearly, I'm heading towards my 60th year very, very quickly. So I sat down and thought about this, and I played around some notes and did some reading. I've developed my own learning framework, learning concept that I call a longevity builder. Because really at this point in my life, I wish I'd been doing this earlier, where I've been really focusing on being a longevity builder. And I've put together 5 tactics that make up the framework of me being a longevity builder. And as people watch this channel, you'll hear more and more about that particular term, longevity builder. And I want you to understand in depth, have some deep knowledge and deep engagement with the term longevity builder. So I'm going to put that forward here as more and more people, through our video shorts and the longer form videos that we create here on the channel. This is very early days. If you're watching this, I'm creating this in the very early days of the channel. And we're getting somewhere around, I think I looked today, around about 3,000 views a day across the different videos here on this particular channel. Very excited about that, and because that's a great start. I'm sure in the future we'll get more. And there's people from all over the world. That's why I mentioned Vegemite in the background, because there are people who go, Vegemite? Go and Google what Vegemite is if you live outside of Australia and you've never heard of it. So I want to bring forward to you the concept of longevity builder. It's 5 tactics. Now, I'm not going through the tactics here because I'm wrapping up today's video learning episode because we finished in the lab. After now I've finished my correct dose of physical activity for the day, for me, so I could do it conveniently, up and down on the step-up block while I had my laptop out in front of me, watching a few things that I wanted to watch and on YouTube. In fact, I wanted to watch some podcasts myself. So I was doing that while I was exercising. Let me just today, to wrap this up, I want to give you the 5 headings. This is a prelude to the next video. The 5 headings of the 5 tactics that make up a longevity builder. And then in the next video learning episode, another education framework, but it does have, you'll see in a moment, a relationship to this new science of physical health, because I love talking about the science. I love talking about health adaptations. I love talking about molecular and physiological changes. But we're going to look at an education framework that I've developed called Longevity Builder. I want to see if you identify with this concept of being a longevity builder. So here are the 5 tactics, just the headings only, and we'll dive into that more in the next video learning episode. Number 1, if you're a longevity builder, you embrace medical wellness. Number 2, you define your why. We've talked about in today's episode. Number 3, you will master the perfect health lesson framework. Number 4, you will track your progress with your oxygen efficiency score. And number 5, finally, you will measure your impact as a longevity builder with a health impact software that we are developing. I can't wait to share that with you. More about that. We're going to touch on it and reveal a bit more about that in the next video learning episode, a brand new technology to track your health impact as a longevity builder. All right, everybody, that's a wrap. So thank you so much for joining the channel today. I'm going to put my step-up block away before the family gets home. I've got to tidy up the kitchen. This is a little rental we've got while we're, as I mentioned before, we are in the start of this video learning episode. We're currently building a house, so we're just sitting here in a rental for a little while that's getting done. I can't wait to have our brand new home, and I'll share some of that with you as we go forward on the channel. And I'll be putting in some nice little features there where I can put in some things that will help me improve my oxygen efficiency score so that I can improve my opportunity at increasing my longevity, my lifespan, and also my health span. All right, everybody, that's a wrap. Have a great evening, a great morning, whichever part of the day it is for you. All right, bye from Australia. Bye now.
Hey, thanks for watching The New Science of Physical Health. If you're serious about living stronger, longer, hit like and subscribe. No single intervention is more powerful for improving your longevity and health span. And this channel shows you how, with real science, not hype. Take control of your health and share this with someone you care about.